You're up late again, scrolling on your phone, telling yourself one more video, then I'll go to sleep. Next thing you know, it's 2 a.m, you finally go to sleep and you wake up feeling like you wasted your whole night. Trust me, I've been there too. At night, sometimes the worst part of me comes out. I'll binge eat, I'll waste time, I'll doom scroll, I'll watch brain rot videos. But what if, instead of wasting your night, you use this time to get ahead of everyone else? So in this video, I'm gonna break down 7 productive things you can do to boost your mind, your body, and even your bank account. Stick around until the last tips because they will help you make some money at night in your bed. Let's start with mental productivity. Number 1 is reflect and plan for tomorrow. One of the best things you can do at night, and something I personally started doing as well that has made me extremely productive the next day, is writing a to-do list of what you want to get done the next day. What it is you want to work on, what it is you want to get done, what it is you have to improve, for 2 reasons. Number 1 is that it reminds you the next day, because a lot of times the night before you'll have things in mind that you want to do, but you never write it down. You wake up the following morning and you completely forget whatever it is you wanted to do. And the second reason is that it creates that initiative. The simple act of writing down what you want to do the night before to get it done the next day, it initiates you to actually get it done. You've already written it down, you reminded yourself, and if you don't do it, you're essentially lying to yourself. And I always say it's good to work impulsively, not necessarily planning every single step of your day and kind of figuring it out as you go. But you need to have a balance as well, because having a directional plan of what you want to do increases the chances of you actually doing it and also facilitates the whole process. The second thing under mental productivity is learning, whether that be through reading or watching a podcast. This has become a game changer for me. Before, at night, I used to just open up YouTube or TikTok, scroll mindlessly and watch engagement video. And yes, of course, that helps distract you, that helps pass time, and 2 a.m. can come like this when you're just scrolling or watching random video. But I started watching podcasts. So at night, I started doing just that. I open up YouTube and I watch a podcast about something I want to learn or something I'm interested in. For me personally, that is the creator economy. That's what I do for a living. I make videos and I want to improve my videos for you guys and for me. So at night, I'll watch a lot of podcasts on the creator economy, growing a business, entrepreneurship. It teaches me a lot, and it actually benefits the previous point, creating a to-do list, because it sparks interest in my mind. So I start writing things down as I'm watching this podcast on things that I want to do tomorrow, and then when I wake up the next day, I do them. So it's a win-win all around. Now, before jumping into the next habits, which are some of my favorites, let's talk about how you can keep your online activity and personal data secure. Today's sponsor, ProtonVPN. ProtonVPN is designed for people that truly value their online privacy. It protects your personal information by encrypting your data and ensures your browsing history stays completely private by not tracking your activity. With servers available all over the world, you can access content from different regions no matter where you are. It also blocks annoying ads for a smoother experience and is fully open source. ProtonVPN gives you total freedom and security online. Plus, it lets you access shows and movies that aren't available in your region on streaming platforms like Netflix or Amazon Prime. Personally, I use a VPN at home and when I travel because it encrypts my internet traffic, ensuring my browsing remains private from third parties. I get unrestricted access to any type of content online and a complete peace of mind knowing that my data stays private no matter where I am. Use my link protonvpn.com/Pierre Dalati to get 64% off ProtonVPN and get all the benefits. The link is at the top of my description. If you're not using a VPN yet, I definitely suggest you start using one. Plus, I'm hooking you up with a 64% off deal. So check it out, link in the description. Thank you ProtonVPN for sponsoring this video. Now getting into physical productivity, the third habit is light stretching or exercise. I used to not stretch at night and I would wake up with my neck being sore, just feeling stiff all around. I started doing just a quick 5-minute stretching routine before going to sleep, and now I wake up feeling so much more agile, flexible, mobile, and I got rid of all that stiffness I used to get. Also, by doing light stretching or exercise such as 5 push-ups, 10 push-ups, a few pull-ups, it helps promote blood flow to your muscles when you're sleeping for better recovery overall. So you actually wake up feeling more replenished than you would have if you didn't do those stretches or exercises the night before. One thing I like to do personally is when I'm watching a podcast and an ad starts playing, I do 20 push-ups. Or if you're playing video games and you're in between games, use that time to get on the ground and do 20 push-ups. It's a great way to fit in your exercise with whatever it is you're doing at night. And I'm telling you, you'll see by doing light exercise or stretching at night, you'll sleep so much better and wake up feeling so much more replenished. The fourth habit and the second under physical is decluttering your space. A clean room equals a clean mind. When you go to sleep with a messy room and you wake up in the morning with a cluttered space around you, that affects your productivity and how you will act throughout that day. It's also a factor of delayed gratification, doing something that is harder now to make it easier for your future self. So if the night before you're getting rid of all the tasks that you would have done the next day, for example, doing your laundry, folding your clothes, cleaning up your room, then you wake up the next day with one thing less that you have to do. So it gives you more time to dedicate towards the other things you wrote down on your to-do list. The fifth habit and the third under physical productivity is meditate or deep breathing. This is something I suggest you do right before you go to sleep. Just 5 to 10 minutes of mindfulness and meditation. You can do this yourself, or you can do this with apps such as Headspace or Medito. This will help you get rid of all that mental clutter and noise you have in your head. This way you're more calm when you go to sleep and you fall asleep quicker. I don't know about you, but a lot of times when I go to sleep, my mind is racing. I'm creative, I'm thinking of so many ideas, so many things I want to do tomorrow, and then I'm not able to sleep at all. Now, by meditating right before you go to sleep, it helps prevent that and helps calm your mind. Now, very simply, here's how you do it. You close your eyes and you focus on your breathing. Now, your mind will automatically wander off and get thoughts that pass by. The whole point of it is catching when your mind wanders off and bringing your attention back to your breath. And by doing that repeatedly, you learn to gain more control over your thoughts than having your thoughts control you. Now, getting into financial productivity, the 6th habit on this entire list and the first under financial productivity is doing a financial check-in. A big thing is that we lose track of our finances, how much we're spending, how much we're saving, where our money is, where our money is going, our subscription services that we're paying for that we don't even use. So at night, simply do a financial check-in. Look at your bank account and how much you've spent this past week. Analyze your spending. Did I spend something that I shouldn't have spent? Is there a subscription service that I'm paying for that I can cancel? Do I have extra money that I'm not spending that I can now put into investment? And while you're checking your past week's spending, simultaneously set up a budget for next week's spending. Set up a little budget for yourself. How much you're going to spend this week on eating out, on coffee? How much of it is optional that you can put aside and invest? You don't want to be living paycheck to paycheck, not knowing how much you're spending and simply waiting for your next paycheck to come in. This way you can just blow it all away. And the last habit on this list and the second under financial productivity is learn money making skills. I've made a full video on side hustles you can start in 2025. I'll put it right here. I suggest you check it out. This can be content creation, this can be copywriting, this can be selling AI services, this can be e-commerce, this can be video editing, this can be automation. The list goes on. There's endless amounts of digital skills that you can start learning right now at night and scale over time so that eventually you start making a living off of it. Simply learn about it. The same thing I said in the first habit, watching a podcast or reading a book. Simply watch a podcast or a video informing and learning about a digital skill that you want to learn. Simultaneously, you can write this down on your to-do list so that tomorrow when you wake up, you have certain tasks that you're gonna do to help leverage that digital skill. And just like that, rapid fire 7 things you can do at night if you don't want to waste time or if you're bored. If you found value in this video, if you enjoyed it, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you boys in the next video.